Good morning, everybody. My name is Crystal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Freezing cold again this morning. It didn't feel as cold as yesterday morning when I got up. I've got up later. I felt knackered this morning. I was wandering around the flat at 4:45 this morning because I had a nightmare, and it was a particularly nasty nightmare. You know, one where you wake up like breathing heavily, like you're scared. So I had a nightmare about, it must have been about 4:15, 4:30. I woke up and I've got up later because I overslept because I had a nightmare, and it was particularly bad. I can recall some details of it, but not a lot, and I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know what happened. I can't recall, because sometimes I sleepwalk, and I had my pyjamas on when I went to bed, and I had underwear and stuff on underneath. But when I woke up, I had my pyjamas were off. My pyjamas were off. My underwear was still on, but my pyjamas were off. So I don't know what I've been doing. I don't. Sometimes when I have vivid dreams, I sleepwalk. So I hadn't gone out of the flat. I was still inside the flat, but my pyjamas were off. So I don't know. All I know is I woke up and I was like sweating and breathing heavily, and I had heart palpitations. And I managed to get back to sleep. Here I am now. I got up a bit later. It was very, very cold in this flat, so I put the heating on, and now I feel nice and warm. I'm ready for the day. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 2003, Johnny Wilkinson kicked a drop goal, 26 seconds away from the end of extra time, to earn England the Rugby World Cup and become the first and only team from the Northern Hemisphere to ever win the competition. It was truly scrumptious.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Good morning, Crystal. It's Friday the 22nd of November.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 8:56 a.m.
Alexa, what's the weather like?
Currently, in Rochester it's 3 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 7 degrees and a low of 0 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a Christmas joke?
What do you call an elf that sings? Elvis.
Elvis. Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include American actress, model, and singer Scarlett Johansson, Molly Rainford, actress, author Jamie Lee Curtis, Indian actor Kartik Aaryan, and American university teacher Linda Thomas Greenfield.
So, Jamie Lee Curtis is another American actress I grew up with. She starred in the Halloween films, the horror films, and Alexa, how old is Jamie Lee Curtis?
Jamie Lee Curtis is 66 years old.
She's 66 years old now, Jamie Lee Curtis. She was a very, very attractive young woman. She also starred in other films. Alexa, what films did Jamie Lee Curtis star in?
I know about 80 movies which star Jamie Lee Curtis, including Everything Everywhere All at Once, Halloween, True Lies, Freaky Friday, and 76 more.
So, Freaky Friday, I've watched that. some of the other films she starred in. She's a great actress. I've grown up with her. She's in her 60s. So the people that I grew up with are approximately between 10, 15 years older than myself. Another one I grew up with was Madonna. And she's getting older now. Madonna is. And when stars have got money, some of them do resort to cosmetic surgery to keep themselves looking young. And another one is Tom Cruise. So I was watching videos of Tom Cruise. He's travelled to somewhere and he's on TikTok. Tom Cruise. They were all heartthrobs of the day. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. They were women's heartthrobs. They're old men now. So good morning everyone. It's Friday and the end of Friday is the start of the weekend, and let's hope this is a good weekend and a happy one. Well, I'm going to try and make it that way. I don't want to be angry, don't want to get into any fights. I just want to have a nice, relaxing, happy weekend. I don't specifically go out to ruin anybody else's day, but you know, sometimes mine is ruined, but I don't let it get to me. I'm just gonna carry on. Yesterday I went for a dental checkup and I knew nothing was going to happen. You know, unless you've got extensive amounts of money, then the dentistry in the UK is appalling. The NHS dentistry, I mean, it is appalling. As I was speaking, I spoke to the dental assistant yesterday for quite a long amount of time, and they've got perfect teeth, you know, perfect straight teeth. And my front tooth has always been crooked since I was a teenager. And I said to her, yeah, I would have liked to have had my tooth straightened when I was younger. I'm getting older now and I just don't see the point anyway. So I've been kept like this since I was a kid. Neglected by professionals, but I'm not going to keep going on about it because there's other people that are worse off than me. And when I was a kid, I didn't let my tooth get me down. I got on with my school life, I got on with my adult life. I have had jobs in the past, and you know, it's other people that have highlighted it, not myself. It's been other people that have upset me and highlighted it because I've always got on with my life. There's people in wheelchairs, there's people that can't see, there's people that can't hear. I'm very lucky. I am, and I've always had problems with my breathing and my teeth, my nose and my teeth, because I have gone through a lot of things, and so have a lot of other people. So I don't want to keep going on about it. I just want to try and help people with facial disfigurements, with going through abuse. I just want to help them and tell them that you can live through it and you can get over it without taking drink or drugs or get involved with men, because when you are abused you think that, you know, this is the way that you behave, because when you get abused you're introduced to sex at an early age, an age that you shouldn't even be aware of it. And some people become promiscuous, or a lot of women become men pleasers. They think that pleasing a man is the only way to go, and it isn't. Some women do become promiscuous, Um, so what happened to me is I just shut the door on it. I said enough is enough. I'm not going to be treated in this manner. And if I have to live alone, then I'll live alone. But I'm not being used and treated like a common whore. And I put a stop to my ex-partner treating me and my pets like a load of shit. And I think when you hit your 50s, especially for a woman, you realise that, you know, a lot of us have been, right, dropped for younger women. A lot of us have been, you know, a lot of men. Well, my dad used to call my mum an old trout. Go and get me dinner, you old trout. Fuck off. Get that, do that. Just, you know, I saw my mum going through that, and I'd rather be on my own with a man that keeps swearing at me and telling me what to do. And my mum had, she was on the tenancy of that house. She was treated like she was some kind of slave by her own husband. And I thought, you know, if I hadn't left my marriage, that's what would have happened to me. At least I am now in control of my own life. I can go out when I want, to eat when I want, I don't have to ask permission to go to the toilet, to go to bed, to ask if I can go out to the shops. Because that's what my mum had to do. So I've got out of it, and I'm certainly not going to get into another relationship where I'm ordered about and told what to do. So I'm no dog at all. They're in fact laughing at my mother because my dad treated her like shit for several years. And no one did anything to help her. They just laughed at her. And they can laugh at me. I've got out of it. I'm strong. There's nothing to laugh at. They can laugh at themselves for all I care. They have no control over me whatsoever. I just stand there and I laugh. They can stick all kinds of vehicles out there with derogatory names. I don't give a shit. I've been through worse and I've got over it. So get a life, move on. I have. So yesterday we knew the dentist wasn't going to do anything to help me. I've been to the hospital. They haven't done anything to help me. I manage my own pain. I manage my own pain. Nobody checks up on the medication I'm using. They don't. I suffer from severe depression. These people, they don't care. You've got to look after yourself, and you've got to say, I can look after myself, right? I've gone onto TikTok, and this is how I know it's not just happening to me. Getting fobbed off, waiting for ages on the phone, 36 in the queue, getting through to a receptionist. There's no appointments. Can you call back the next day at 8 o'clock in the morning? And then, oh, could you fill an e-consult form in? And then they get it wrong. When you get a call back, the clinician, it's never a proper doctor, calls back and says, oh, you're calling about this. I said it's more serious than that. They haven't read the form properly. So then you have to call back again because they've called you up for the wrong condition. And to be honest, you know, by the time you do get through to somebody, the illness has passed anyway. So, what can I say? I went to the dentist. I knew nothing was going to be done. I didn't get cross. I won't be a pawn in their game. I sat and I waited patiently for about 20 minutes before the dentist came back from a phone call. A male Asian man was having a chat with the receptionist. I didn't walk out. He came back into the room. He had a face mask on. He stared at me in the eyes, and the dental assistant tried to help me. She told him about what was wrong. He said he was going to go upstairs to confer with someone else. He said, I'm very, very sorry. We can't do this to help you. I know you was referred to King's College Hospital in London. They haven't got back to you. I said, no. He said, well, perhaps they can't help you either. And that's exactly what he said to me. They didn't get on the phone to ask if the King's College Hospital in London had the referral. They didn't email them. They just said to me, perhaps they can't help you either. I did not get cross. I've had teeth pulled out in that dentist, and afterwards I've gone shopping with blood going down my face because I've got no one to help me. Right? I've gone shopping with a tooth extraction being pulled out. Nobody's sat with me. Nobody's taken me home. I've had to do my own shopping with a mouthful of blood. And I've done it, and I've not complained, and I've gone home. And I've been pushed about and treated like shit. That's life. You just get on with it. That's what I do. And when you're on your own, there's no witnesses, is there? There's no witnesses. So if someone, a member of staff, is rude or they push or hurt you, there's no witnesses. And I'm tired of complaining to the police because they turn around and say there's no evidence. No evidence, because I'm on my own and I've got no one to back me up. And I'm sure it's like this for a load of other people, but they prey on people that are single and on their own and vulnerable because they know that they're not going to do anything. A, because there's no one to help them, no witnesses, and they haven't got money to get a solicitor. That's all it is. So I went out of the dentist and I thought, yeah, I am not going to get cross. I'm not going to get angry. I'm just going to do my shopping and I'm going to go home. And I was provoked a lot, but I just shut it out because getting cross makes you ill. And when I keep my stress levels down, I obviously feel a lot better. When somebody's riled me up, triggered me off, I've got angry, and then I get sick. And shopping's stressful enough, isn't it? Shopping, when you're in a shop. And I've seen what's been going on. And I went down Chatham High Street. It looks like someone has thrown a brick at a window. There was glass broken. I just wanted to do my shopping and get out of the place. They're building new flats in Chatham. Building flats, but they haven't sorted out the drug and the alcohol problem. And I'm telling you now, I just walked to Primark. Was the furthest I walked, because when you get down to McDonald's, you've got the beggars. Got 10 quid, please. Can you spare a tenner? And I don't, you know what I mean? And you get the drunks and the drug addicts. And I didn't go right down to the bottom of Chatham High Street. I just went to Primark. I went to the post office. I went to the pound shop, Primark, and the Meltzer charity shop. I didn't even go through the Pentagon Centre. I just didn't want the hassle. And I went home. I went out early, and that is the best time to go out, really early, before they all start coming out. And that's what I did, and I got home before lunchtime, which was absolutely brilliant. I've got no plans for today. Yesterday I ordered a small Morrison's shop, and why I ordered Morrison's was I knew that I would be tired coming home yesterday, and Morrison's pack your bags in plastic bags, and you spend less time with the driver. It's awkward, isn't it? The driver is stood there while you bend down and pick your shopping up one by one. It's a backbreaker. Not only that, someone's staring at you while you're picking it up and it feels awkward. So I thought, right, I'm going to order a Morrison's delivery yesterday, and between 7:30 and 11:30. Normally, my shopping comes in the middle, about 8:30, 9:30. So I looked on the app last night, and I have to walk Max, I have to take him for a walk. So it says your delivery is due at 11 in the evening, 11. And it kept saying 11, there was no update, so I thought, right, I'm going to take Max out for a walk. So at, usual time, 10 to 7, I took Max for a walk in the pitch black by myself, in the dark. It was bloody freezing, no one about at all. I took him right round the field, and he was enjoying himself. I was trying to get him off the field because he didn't want to. He wasn't in a hurry to come home. He was sniffing everything in sight, and I was frozen. So we got home, and it was still 11 o'clock. So I put the film on the Alexa, Netflix. Sorry.
Here's Netflix.
I put a film on Netflix about a man dying with a winning lottery ticket and two other guys trying to cash this ticket. I was watching that, put the telly on, and I was dog tired, and I was really tired. I wanted to go to sleep. When it hit 10 o'clock, I wanted to go to bed. And then it said your delivery's on its way, 10:37 last night. I was too tired to get, tape anything. I was just too dog tired. I just wanted to go to bed. Guy rings my buzzer, black guy, chubby black guy, nice guy, polite, rings the buzzer. The hallway's dark, no lights are on. Let him into the building, go down the stairs, let him into the lift, comes up to the first floor, and he unpacks the bags for me and gives them to me. The shopping is perfect, none of the bags are broken, and it was a lot quicker. Like, it's like 5 minutes, because all the in Morrison's bag is stuff. You pay for it, but it's all in bags. It's 10 pence a bag, about 90p, and it's just quicker than keep bending down and picking everything up. He went off, and I just I was so tired. I went to bed. I put everything away, charged my tablet and my phone, and I